crazy how you can not know somebody, but when they pass away, it affects you or affect the way you look at things. Wayne, let's get it.
Damn, I miss Nipsey, Mac Miller, and Kobe. Shit just ain't the same, and it's wrecking my brain. Fuck the fame, man, it's not why I came. My aim is much higher, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
You busy with these hoes and chrome tires. Peasant shit, nothing I desire. Maybe before when I was immature, but I'm destined for more. The essence of a hero, but a Gemini and the other face is Kratos. Get the fuck about my way, bro. Give a fuck about how your day go. If it don't pay dough, I'm trying to feed the fam. I told them I had a plan, and I can't fall short. I gotta take off like I'm Luka Doncic, you know. 207 mil on the deal, yeah, cause shit is real out here. Government stripping rights, I fear. So I'm gripping the mic, give them a load of my freedom of speech. I know that you feeling the heat, and it's all me. Sheesh.
I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now.
Bag it and tag it as a classic. These niggas is average. They thought I couldn't miss before. Watch me skyrocket my average. I mastered my talents by watching the masses, crafting my own elements. Now look at this guy, or a supernova, explosive popping the top off of rappers with a pen dog. I John Wick y'all, cause you're nothing but a lap dog in the backyard, acting like you trap hard for the gram to get a grand. This is sad. Find your identity, cause that's a fatality. Just saying, quit the capping. I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics. I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What I got is potent, putting rappers on notice. I'm just saying, quit the capping. I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics. I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What's up?
I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now.
All those solo nights, night was created, infatuated with the art of the rhyme. Telling stories with metaphors really kept me alive. What a beautiful high. You can call me optimist, just don't call it my prime. And I know I've been missing in action. Sorry, I was fighting depression and being look at this magic. This is crack off the stove like I'm Hove, and I'm selling it in bulk like it just got off the boat. Shout out to the folks who hold me down from Baltimore to Texas. This is power of the blessings. Faith in my heavenly Father, I never second guessed him.
What up?
My brother Paul, killing demons with
How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there, man? It is. I can barely hear myself in the headphones. Mic check, mic check. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I can barely hear me. Hold on. It ain't a Mavs pregame show if there's no technical difficulties. As you know. That just sounds so off to me. Hold on. That's so weird. We're going to rock with it. All right. It looks like it's working. Anyway, man, it is your boy, your host, TGK, and you are here for the official Dallas Mavericks pregame show. Salute to y'all being here, man. I appreciate y'all being here, as always. We got a special game tonight. We got a real good game. Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. I can barely hear me in the headphones. And if I could barely hear me in the headphones, I can only imagine what it's like over there. Because I don't know what's going on. You know, I think what happens is, because what I'm doing is, right now I'm not at my own location where I normally shoot. So I figure something would have gone wrong or it sounds off. So let me see what y'all saying. If anything sounds a little low, not too bad though. All right. Yes, can hear you. All right, that sounds good. Appreciate that, man, as always. All right. So again, today we got a good opponent, man. It's one of those special games where you get to see 4 superstars on the court tonight. You got the Milwaukee Bucks. They got a really solid team. You got the number 1 star on their team, which either you can argue it, but to me is Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? And then you got Damian Lillard over there as well, who they acquired in a trade earlier prior to the season starting. Then on the Dallas Mavericks side, you got Luka Doncic and you got Kyrie Irving, man. You got Kyrie Irving. So you got two teams tonight with two bona fide superstars. This is what the NBA wants, man. They want star-studded affair. This is a star-studded game tonight, and hell, I don't know what it'll take for you to get excited, but I'm definitely excited, man. So definitely excited to see this game tonight. We got a cool pregame show tonight. Definitely, again, I'm not in my studio, so it's one of those one-time things. We'll be here tomorrow as well. And I don't know when the next game will be, but the next game will probably be back in the regular studio. So yeah, man. Check the comments, see what the vibe is like, see what y'all are feeling, what's going on. Richard Case in the building says TGK Grant locks down Greek Freak and Green shuts down the damn haters. My bad. I cannot read today, Richard. My apologies, bro. Nick says, what's good? What's up, Nick? How you doing, bro? He says, I'll be at the Mavs game tomorrow. I hope everyone plays. That's a good point, man. That's the issue with, I feel like we've had probably one of the more back-to-backs early on in the season. This is going to be the third back-to-back the Mavericks have done, and that'll be 14 games in. 3 back-to-backs in 14 games. That's kind of crazy. So don't be surprised, Knicks, if one of the big two don't play tomorrow. That being probably Kyrie won't play tomorrow. Just putting it out there. Depends how today's game go, because if today's game goes into like overtime, probably both don't even play tomorrow. And that'll be like worst case scenario. Montreal, what's up? Knight, he says, what's good, fam? It's time to get a team win in the most glorious way. I want our big three to show dominance. Lukai and D-Live. Glad you mentioned D-Live, man. It's a big game for D-Live tonight, man. Big game for him tonight. I mean, he's going to be battling against Brook Lopez. And we'll get more into like the Bucks team when we do the opponents review. So we'll get to that in a bit, and we'll be able to know a little bit more about the Bucks. Apparently, their defense has been coming along the last couple of games. So we're about to face a team that has been hitting their stride defensively, while we've been hitting our stride offensively. So it's going to be a good matchup, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be worried because I can barely hear me. So as long as y'all can hear me, that's all that matters, right? Nice says our big three. I got you, bro. I got you. I know what you meant. Rich K says a little low, but not too bad. Hey, as long as y'all can hear me, it's all good. Rich K says Dame Dollar will be 50 cents after the night. Oh, man. I said some bets. Without Middleton will not be playing tonight for the Bucks. I have a feeling the points is going to have to come from somewhere. So either Giannis or Damian Lillard are going to have to score more. And Damian Lillard has one of the best whistles in the NBA. He could get any call, anytime, all the time. Like, he gets all the calls. We might be watching a game where we end up being annoyed by how many free throws Damian Lillard ends up getting tonight. So be on the lookout for that, man. And don't be so disappointed by it, because it could be bad. I don't know what the hell just happened there. C-Dub, what's up, man? This is the Mavs Twitter podcast host. He just had Rodrigo, the producer from 105.3 The Fan. I had him on here on a pregame show last season. Salute to that pod. They just had an amazing pod. I enjoyed it very much. He says Kyrie 40 piece. I think they got Kyrie's points at like 25 or 27 on the fantasy picks. 40 picks, definitely over. That's an over right there. Landry says, I'm cool with going one-on-one on this back-to-back, but I feel good about us winning both. Hey, if we get tonight, they'll be incentivized to make sure they get tomorrow, especially at home, because they've been away from home. So if they get in this road trip on a 3-1 on this road trip, that'd be great. And then if they could get both of them in this back-to-back, that'd be even better. Right now, we're 2-0 on back-to-backs on the second night. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see how we look like. All right. Appreciate everyone here early on in the show. If y'all don't mind leaving a like, as always, it helps YouTube do its matrix algorithm thing to get it spread out to more people. But as you know, I love to review the previous game. Let's go ahead and touch on the previous game real quickly here. Let me Let me pull it up for y'all before I even get into this. You know, I have to get all my tabs set up, and then getting into said tabs is always a thing. There we go. Now we'll switch it up to the previous game review music, and then I'm going to show you the box score to said previous game. All right. It's loading up. Here we go. We are in there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so in the previous game against the Washington Wizards, your Dallas Mavericks ended up winning 130 to 117. And they came out blazing, man. 41 points in the first, 30 in the second, 33 in the third. And then they took the fourth off and just, scored 26. But when we look at the box score here, without saying much, I think we all saw that performance that we saw. There was no Kyrie. And you might be thinking there's a specific performance that I'm going to lay out. Let me know who you think I'm going to mention first out of all these players, right? Look at all these stats, man. Everybody killed it, right? The one player that I'm concerned about, that I'm going to be watching more closely, is this guy right here, man. Josh Green. Josh Green gave us 0 points. I tweeted earlier today that, I root for this guy. I want Josh Green to be successful here. I hope I said successful right. I think I said it right. I want him to be successful, man. I root for him. I want him to be a part of the Mavs' future. Now, having a 0-point game is not the be-all, end-all, like, I'm done with him. No. Grant Williams has given us a 0-point game already. But Grant Williams also gave us 7 assists, 1 steal, 3 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, right? He kept plays alive. Plus 14 in the plus minus. Again, don't put too much credence on the plus minus variance, right? However, Josh Green gave us 0 points, 1 steal, assist, and 4 rebounds, and he was plus 12. Now, we could point out the performance that he had as being very poor, and I understand that. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. I'm just watching out. 37 minutes and no points. 0 for 4 from 3. He only took 3-pointers in that game. I want to see him be more aggressive, man. I want to see more confidence out of him. You would have thought getting that contract would have given him all that confidence, given him the sense of security. So I just hope Josh Green ends up finding his footing in this team, because we need him. If not, we need to develop Omax quicker, right? But I'm just hoping for Josh Green. So that's one thing. But the story of the game, ladies and gentlemen, is this man down here, Tim Hardaway Bombs Away Jr. Man, he was 11 for 20 from the field, 7 for 11 from the 3, 2 of 5 for the free throw, which is crazy. In the last pregame show, we were like, well, I brought it up, so I kind of jinxed Tim Hardaway. I was like, hey, he's 27 for 27. I put a poll out there, and I was like, hey, does Tim Hardaway Jr. miss his first free throw? Everyone said 100% no. No one had him missing a free throw, and he missed 3 in that game. However, he had 31 points, plus 17, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He had an amazing game. There was a sidestep, falling away fadeaway that he hit. Beautiful shot, 6 shot, and I was like, that's how I know he's on. But he gave you 31 off the bench. I think he's leading all players in bench scoring. Great game by Tim Hardaway Jr. I think today he'll have more of a coming back down to earth kind of game, where he's probably going to give us anywhere between 16 and 18 points because Kyrie Irving is playing. So we're going to get more points in production from Kyrie instead of Tim Hardaway. However, we also had Curry. Curry gave us 15 points. I was wondering where he was at. I've been saying, like, what's going on here? He was 6 for 6 from the field, 2 for 2 from the 3. However, again, these are specific individual stats. They played amazing, man. Individually, they played amazing. The Mavericks as a team, they shot 40% from the 3, 52% from the field. They tied the rebounding battle, 32 assists. That's a stat, right? 32 assists. And look at the total number of turnovers. The last game against the Pelicans, it was about 21 turnovers. Here, we only had 10. What a great correction, right? They corrected a mistake, and then the fast break points, they won that battle. Now, I say all of that to say that, don't sound alarmed, but this was the Washington Wizards, right? I was about to say Redskins. That's crazy. This was the Washington Wizards. So I knew that this team didn't have much for the Mavericks. However, the Mavericks responded very well. They took care of business, and they blew out an inferior team, something that the Mavericks were not doing last year. They were not doing that last year. And I think credit needs to go to Jason Kidd. Credit needs to go to everyone involved with the organization. And credit needs to go to the offseason that they had. Who would have thought Derrick Jones Jr. be doing what he's doing? Amazing. I was when we first got him, I was wondering how we're gonna fit him in. How are we gonna fit him in on this team? Derek Lively, beyond my own expectations. I was hoping for 7-7. Dude, giving 17-9, 8-10-8. Like, he is beating expectations by a landslide, way ahead of schedule. Grant Williams, amazing, doing amazing. And Tim Hardaway Jr. Come on now. So again, salute to the team. Great game, last game that they had. And so I just hope that they continue that moving forward and they continue that momentum moving forward. All right, man. All right, let's go ahead and let's jump into another segment here today. If you're new to the pregame show, just know I have several segments. You'll probably see them all as we go along. Again, I encourage y'all to leave a like, man. It goes a long way. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into the news and rumors of today, man. And you already know where I normally go, but let's go ahead and let's hit you with a little segment. Let me take that. I would like ideally for someone like to remotely handle all the switching and all the graphics and all this stuff on here instead of me having to do it all at once. It is what it is. We make it work, so I appreciate y'all being here, man. I appreciate y'all being here. All right, so Grant Afseth. Salute to Grant, man. Again, I praise the man a lot. He does a really good job reporting for the Dallas Mavericks. He reported earlier that the Milwaukee Bucks have ruled out Chris Middleton injury management for tonight's matchup against the Dallas Mavericks. Giannis Antetokounmpo injury management is listed as probable. On his latest injury report, we got Giannis as probable. Marjan out. Heard he's pretty good. Jay Crowder out. Left adductor. Chris Middleton out. Chris Livingston out. And Marquez Bolden is available. So again, no Crowder, no Middleton, and Giannis probable. Let's see if there's any updated tweets from Grant himself showing Giannis is warming up here. Looks like he will be good to go tonight. I don't think there's any other news. Again, he's really good with the news, man. He breaks it all down for us. Again, as far as the Dallas Mavericks, there's no Mav player that is on the injury report today. Everyone is good to go, minus Maxi Kleber, the usual suspects. Here he has Kyrie Irving's not listed on the Dallas Mavericks injury report. So we're good to go. We got Kyrie, we got Luka, and we more than likely will have Giannis and Damian Lillard going on tonight. So that's going to be a fun game to experience, man. I hope y'all are excited as much as I am. But yeah, as far as that, man, I don't see any other news out here. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's jump into the comments right quick, man. Let's see what y'all are thinking, what y'all talking about. Let me get over here. And then after that, we'll get into the very next segment where we talk about the Dallas Mavericks opponent for today, man. We'll get all into the analytics aspect of it, all that good stuff. All right, let's see where we at. Landry says, Tim has impressed me a lot. I'm not going to lie, guys. I need to probably issue that man an apology, all right? I think a lot of us do. Normally, this is what normally happens. Normally, Tim Hardaway Jr. has a good 3 to 4 game stretch where he shoots unbelievably, right? Normally, he has a 3 to 4 game stretch. Right now, he is probably only had one bad shooting game, but he hasn't had like a flat out bad game. And that's an improvement, man. I think when you have a more consistent and reliable Tim Hardaway Jr., it goes a long way. It goes a long way, man. So Tim Hardaway has been a blessing for us so far this year. Nick says I have already submitted my THJ apology form. Send that this way, man. I'll submit my apology form as well. Ultra says, let's go Mavs. Let's get it, baby. Yes, sir. You already know. Tonight's going to be an interesting game. We got Grant Williams, who's probably going to have the assignment of Giannis. Who's going to guard Luka? Who's going to guard Kyrie? We'll get into it in the opponent reviews. There's a way to attack the Bucks. There's a way. What's up, Martin Blake? He says Luka, MVP, NBA All-Team All-Star. Kyrie, NBA All-Team All-Star. Grant, NBA All-Defensive Team All-Star 3-point winner. THJ, Sixth Man of the Year, All-Star. Tim Hardaway Jr. getting All-Star. Huh. Derek Lively, NBA All-Defensive Team Rookie of the Year. I like the All-Defensive Team Rookie of the Year. That we got to be like number one in the West. You know, we got to be number one. He's got to average like a double-double type of deal to get that over Wemby and Chet. But I like the confidence. DJJ, big bag next season. I hope he stays with the Mavs. I'll say that much. I hope he stays with the Mavs. I don't know what it will take to re-sign Derrick Jones Jr., but I know for sure he's earned himself a contract next season. Pasquale says, TGK, filling a big green game and the bench scoring 50-plus, giving us the win. Let's go. Man, if Green could give us something. If Green could give us 12 points today, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, no turnovers, and let's say those assists are like crucial ones. Let's say those points he gave us a crucial 2 or a 3. I think that'll change everything. Especially in the game today. The Bucks are playing great defense right now. So if you're able to do that today and help Kyrie and Luka fill it up, you know, I think that'll help, man. I think that'll help, especially with all the minutes. Gina Kim, what's up? She says, hey, TGK, I'm confident in tonight's game. Need a Green legacy game. Tim fireball shooting. Omax leap. Grant lockdown. And our big 3 to cook. Go Mavs. Lukai live. Lukai live. I like that. Lukai live. Doesn't roll off the tongue as quick, but Lukai live. That might be a chant at the AAC. Lukai live. Lukai. Now let me stop. Before y'all log off and be like, man, get this cringe off my screen. Martin Blake says JG more consistent. Josh Green more consistent. Omax getting more minutes. JH. Jaden Hardy, 15-point scorer off bench. Seth, 15-point scorer off bench. Dwight Powell playing less than 8 minutes per game. Maxey gets healthy. Additional forward and center by December. That'll be ideal. The forward and center for sure. And I don't know about Seth getting 15 points off the bench. I think we need to continue developing Jaden Hardy. I don't think we need to keep putting Seth Curry out there. I think Seth Curry needs to go out there in moments that you need to like calm down the offense, like to have a reliable shooter or someone with a reliable dribble that's not going to turn it over. That's it. Like Jaden Hardy's having a bad game. I think Seth is insurance for a Jaden Hardy bad game. Put it like that. Martin Blake says, I love Grant Afset's full highlight videos, and he just released an analysis video regarding Luka's gravity and the team's faster pace this season. Grant Afset does great work, man. Salute to him. And his YouTube does great work too. He posts a lot of the post-game pressers, a lot of practice videos. So if y'all into that, y'all like super sickos into the Mavs, Grant Afset's a good place to go to. Cole, what's up, Cole? He says, TGK TV, what is with the Mavs having only back-to-back home games one time in 6 weeks and the Rockets playing at home for 3 bro? I don't know what it is. I'm all for the conspiracy theories. I think the NBA and the national media in general wanted to make it more difficult for the Mavericks just because we got Kyrie, right? I think there's I always think there's like some secret agenda against our Mavs. It's been like that since we got Mark Cuban. It's just like that. So now you have another player that ESPN doesn't like, right? And maybe the NBA doesn't like as well. So I'm pretty sure there's a stretch where the Mavericks get a couple of weeks at home, hopefully. But the Rockets, I saw the Rockets schedule. What an amazing schedule they had. No wonder they won 6 in a row at home. And then you saw what happened. They go on the road and they lost. And funny how that happens. C-Dub says, Bombs Away Jr. has been filling it up. 6th man of the year energy for real. I was wrong about it. I wanted Hardy to get those minutes. I did too. I really would like to see Tim Hardaway Jr. accept that role that Jason Terry had. I keep saying that over and over. Like, I just want to see him get the crowd involved like Jet Terry did, man. That'd be great. Fire Away Jr. Green Light Jr. Church League Timmy. Love it. I love it. Knight says maybe live Lukai. Okay. Hey man, we gotta keep doing something, right? Coming up with these new terms for our Mavs. C-Dub says Grant Afsef coverage. I agree, bro. He does an amazing job. I would love to do what he does, to be honest. That seems like a fun gig to have, man. Peace of Steve, TGK. Lukai Live is a bit too long and sounds like a chant. How about something like DDK? Doncic, Derek, and Kai. DDK. I like DDK. It sounds like a pause somewhere in there, but DDK is dope. Like DK, but an additional D, right? Piece of Steve also said, and Doncic D-Live duo could just be double D. Yeah, I like that. Because you know Dallas, they call Dallas the big D or triple D, but the Mavs have double D, right? I don't know if there's a pause somewhere in there. Landry says after tonight, our next 15 games will be Western Conference teams. Yeah, well, I'm gonna check that schedule. That's crazy. 15 straight games against the West. Richard Case says it's okay. ESPN Lakers don't like us. I don't care for them much either. Hey, they struggling over there. Let them struggle. They want to win the in-season tournament. We want a championship. All right. Larry says TGK, what's good? Let's go Mavs. I won't be chatting much due to driving. Hey, safe travels, man. Safe driving. I'll be tuning into those trucker ones, man. It's entertaining. It's very interesting life that the truckers live, man. They be on the chats. That's kind of dope. I wonder. Let me know if those chats that y'all do at night help y'all throughout the night, like when you're driving at night. Like that's just chatting with people on Spaces help. Like I find the driving, the 18 wheels is very intriguing, bro. I really do. Double D and Kyrie. That rolls. And Div says TGK is Kai playing and is Giannis and Dame Nickel playing. There's no injury reports for Kyrie, so he is playing. And Giannis was warming up. There was no injury report on Damian Lillard. So Dame is playing for sure. Kyrie's playing for sure. No word on Giannis, but he was warming up. Let me go double check over here. See if we got any update. Any update? Let's see. And no update. So I think he's playing today. So we'll leave that as that, right? All right, man, let's go ahead and let's review the Mavericks opponent for today, man. Let's go ahead and let's get into the Milwaukee Bucks. A poll that I posted the other day, I was like, what's your favorite segment? Y'all said this was your favorite segment. The Mavs opponents review segment, so salute to y'all. All right, hopefully I can see this as clear as I could. This is the Milwaukee backs. I need more water, bro. Imagine you do a show and you talk for a straight hour live, right? I don't get opportunities to cut out the mess ups, I get cotton mouth talking nonstop because it's crazy. It's fun though. I've been able to deal with this a lot better. It was nerve wracking at first when I started this last year. Milwaukee Bucks stats: Giannis leading the team with 28.3 points per game, rebounds with 9.5. Damian Lillard is leading the team in assists with 5.6. He's also leading the team with steals with 1.1. And Brook Lopez averaging 2.9 blocks per game. That's crazy. Damian Lillard's averaging 24.6 points per game, about 4 rebounds. Bobby Portis comes off the bench, gives you 13, 6 rebounds. Chris Middleton, wow. Chris Middleton averaging 11 points. That is a drop-off. And he's only giving them 20 minutes. So they're going to miss 11 points of production tonight. That's got to come from Lillard or Giannis. Brook Lopez, he's playing 10 points, 5 rebounds, almost 3 blocks per game. Malik Beasley, he's averaging 11 points per game. I could see him getting more minutes because of Chris and getting more opportunity to score. So watch out for Malik. I probably need to put a prop on him. No Jay Crowder, no Marjan. Pat Connaughton down here. Y'all see this man, Pat Connaughton? 22 minutes per game. He's probably going to get more minutes tonight. 5 points, 3 rebounds. If we see Thanasis Antetokounmpo, that means we lost. Simply put, if we see Thanasis, Giannis's brother, we lost. But that seems that's as far as it goes. All these players with the double-digit games, that lets me know who they like to play. So, yeah, man, that is your Bucks. So they got Giannis, obviously MVP, Damian Lillard, a foul merchant. I say foul merchant. He just has a great whistle, man. Bobby Portis, great player. Getting older, though. Malik Beasley, he can fill it up. So they got key contributors on this team for sure. We look at their depth. Again, they are 8-4 in the Eastern Conference, but they're first in the Central Division. Again, Chris Middleton is out. Marjan is out. So that does take away a bit of their firepower that they do have on this team. However, Malik Beasley's going to have to step up. Pat Connaughton. All right. In their centers, Bobby Portis, it looks like he's either the backup center or the backup for Giannis. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they want to match up with the Dallas Mavericks. I'm pretty sure Pat Connaughton goes into the starting lineup for Chris Middleton because they're going to have to save Bobby Portis out here. And they also have Cameron Payne here. So we're going to have to see that ugly jump shot today. So be mindful of that. All right. Be mindful of that. All right, man. Next thing I want to go over is what to watch for, right? So what is something we need to watch for in terms of the Milwaukee Bucks, right? And you already know I love to go to the 5-man lineups, bro. Let me be, man. It's always like a cool thing to look at, right? Especially 5-man lineups. You get to see things here. All right, so we want to look for what this team would have done if their starters were available. Again, Chris Middleton is not available. So let's try something different. Let's do a 4-man lineup, and let's try to find a lineup without Middleton. Boom, right here, right off the top. Here's a 4-man lineup without Middleton. 9 games played, 132 minutes. So we're going to see this lineup a lot, especially today. Beasley, Lillard, Antetokounmpo, and Lopez. Again, their offensive rating is 101. Their defensive rating is 104 with a net rating of negative 3.4. And this might be a little bit misleading because the Bucks have been playing great defense the last 2 games, I believe. They held the Wizards last night to like 99 points. And they're pretty good, man. They're pretty good. So, again, these stats might look misleading right now. Yeah, it shows they're a negative 3. But hell, the Mavericks starting 5, they were a negative 3 before the Wizards game. So, again, something's got to give tonight, and we'll be able to see what that looks like tonight. So, don't give too much credence into this starting lineup right now because they've been playing better. So, again, I just want to warn y'all, right? It's like an illusion. Like, no, they've been playing better, man. What's another? Let's go to a 5-man lineup that doesn't feature Middleton or Crowder. All right, Middleton's here, Crowder's here. Marjan is not playing tonight, so we got to keep going. All right, here we go. I think we found a lineup. This is the lineup I think we're going to see starts today. This is Pat Connaughton. Pat Connaughton, I feel, is going to fill in for Middleton. So Brook Lopez, Lillard, Antetokounmpo, Connaughton, and Beasley, right? 6 games in 21 minutes. Their offensive rating is 100, and their defensive rating is 92.3 with a plus rating of 7.7. So this team's a lot better. We go over here. They have a ranking for pace or a column for pace. We go back down here. And the pace from that team is 114.93. So this is a faster lineup right here. So I am calling this. This is going to be the starting lineup. And this is going to be a faster team with better defense. They got better defenders on this team. Pat Connaughton, nothing to sneeze at. He's a solid defender. Now, can Luka and Kyrie cook this man? Yes. Right? Totally agree. Totally agree. But yeah, that's very interesting right here. Very, very interesting. Yeah, that's a good starting five right there. Something to look out for, man. Something to look out for. So now we'll go into like the X factor for today's game, right? Let's talk about an X factor. I want to talk about Brook Lopez. I want to see what he's doing this year. I want to see like what is his efficiency like? What is his defense like? If I could find his defensive rating, we're gonna find Brook Lopez defensive rating. Hold on, Brook, and you'll see why I'm saying this. His defensive rating. You'll see what I'm talking about, man. Is this it? Defensive ladder? No, not defensive ladder. Defensive rating. I cannot necessarily find it. I know, because what I'm looking for when it comes to Brook Lopez, I'm looking for like what is Brook Lopez's possession defensively. Let's see, Luka. I remember I found this thing through Luka because they were talking about like points per possession. And this is what happens when it's live, man. I didn't have this ready. That's my fault. Dang, I cannot find it, bro. Is this it? No, that ain't it. That is not it. Anyway, well, I'm gonna put it like this. I think Brook Lopez is 100% the X factor. The backups that they have Bobby Portis, who is a decent backup, but after that they got Robin Lopez, which doesn't play much. Brook Lopez, if the Mavericks are able to isolate that man, put him out there in coverage, you'll open up the paint in a way. Say Giannis is covering Grant Williams. Grant Williams can shoot a three, and Giannis has to respect that. If Derek Lively is out there, maybe Giannis stays on Derek Lively, and they can still protect the paint if the Mavericks could get by Brook Lopez. But if you isolate Brook Lopez, Kyrie, Luka, call for a pick, right, with Lively to get Brook Lopez out there, and then you're able to play five wide. Yeah, we might see a lot of isolation today. I hope not, but I think in the fourth quarter you will see that. And when you're talking about the fourth quarter with two of the best closers versus one of the greatest closers in Damian Lillard in the fourth quarter and Giannis, a superior athlete, I would say strategically for the Dallas Mavericks, I think attacking Brook Lopez is the way to go. And I know I've said it when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks or Luka, like he likes to attack people that he shouldn't necessarily do it all the time. Like against the Denver Nuggets, he was attacking Porter a lot. Now it's not working. Like, stop attacking him. I can see Luka calling for Giannis, right, to make him work defensively. Kyrie should be able to handle whoever guards him today. But I think to open up the game for the rest of the Mavericks, I think put in Brook Lopez in isolation, put him in pick and rolls, and see what kind of coverage he gives you, just to see what happens. And it's probably why he averages 3 blocks a game, because the Bucks defense probably funnels everybody to him, right? I think if you're able to get him out of the paint and find different ways to score, open up opportunities for other people, I think that helps this Mavericks offense just that much more. Again, the Bucks defense has been playing really, really great the last couple of games, and now they're facing one of the better teams this season so far. So I think that's going to tell us a lot of what to expect. So let me show you what these defenses look like, what Dallas and Milwaukee's defensive rating looks like, right? So here we go. It goes defensive rating. The Bucks right now in defensive rating, they are ranked 20th, right? In defensive rating. And their offensive rating, the Dallas Mavericks are 3rd, and the Bucks, where are they? Am I missing them? Oh, they're right here. Bucks are 6th. So the Mavs are 3rd, the Bucks are 6th. So the Bucks are getting their stats. They're 5 points better than us defensively. But again, that could be misleading because they've been turning it on the last couple of games. So again, it's kind of hard to read this team. I'm not trying to be like, these stats are consistent with everything. This is the trend. This is what they expect. Not really. You have to see recent performances to see what this team is currently on. And I felt more confident against the Wizards because they haven't done anything differently. They've been bad all year. The Bucks have improved their defense as of late. So, again, stats are telling us one thing, but at least the Dallas Mavericks are consistently top 3 in offense all year. First, second, or third. That's what the Mavericks have been. So this is going to be a fun game, man. You got a motivated defensive squad in the Bucks, and you got a offensive team in the Dallas Mavericks that are on fire right now. They're on fire, man. So then let me go ahead and show you this right here. This is, let me move the X factor out the way. Let me show you how this, right? This is a NBA teams possession per game. This tells you which team has, the most possessions in a game, quote unquote. So for the whole year of 2023, right now, the Indiana Pacers are leading the league in possessions per game with 107. Dallas is right there in 5th. So you talk about pace, right? You talk about getting up and down the court. The Mavs are doing that, 105. In the last game, they had 105. Pretty consistent. Where are the Bucks? Milwaukee's down here, 104. And then the last three, it seems like they've slowed it down to 102. And then the last one, they really slowed it down. Where is it at? Where are they at? They were right here. Oh, here it goes. I guess I saw it bad. Anyway, so yeah, there it goes. So they're, again, I think their stats are a little misleading. It's kind of tough to look into them and assume that we know them right off the bat, because we don't. I think they're an older team, so I feel like they're starting to find their way. They're starting to finally find their footing into what they want to do as a team and how they operate. So again, man, I'm not saying that I have the most confidence as far as a dub is concerned tonight. I got to see how that first quarter goes to see how these Dallas Mavericks are going to end up responding. So yeah, man, that was the Mavericks opponent review. I wish I had a better grip on this team, man. I was doing my research and studying, and right now they're a completely different team. Put it like that, completely different team. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into some over and unders, and let's do some polls in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all hanging in there, and we're gonna get caught up on all the comments as well. Let's get there. All right, so this is the over and under segment. This is where we create some funny props or some actual legit props, and y'all vote on if it's going to be over or under. Let me see here. Oh, we got starters. We got starters that have been announced for the Bucks. It looks like I was wrong on Pat Connaughton. Look at this. So Grant Asseth, again, salute to him as always. He just announced that Damian Lillard, Malik Beasley, and Andre Jackson Jr. Andre Jackson Jr. Let's look up his stats. But what is he doing, right? Here we go. What is Andre Jackson Jr. doing for the Bucks? That's interesting. I like when this happens because then we get to learn about a new player. All right, guys, this is Andre Jackson Jr. right here. I've never heard of him, so good thing we get to know of him. He's played in 8 games so far, 2.1 points per game, total rebounds 1.8 per game, and 1 assist per game. 58% shooting from the field, 42% from the 3. Field goal efficiency 70%. Looks like he comes in at a specific times, right? Okay. PER of 8.5. Let's see. Let me see something else. Milwaukee Bucks. I want to see if he played in the last game. Because if he played in the last game, man, we should be able to see what he did in there, right? That's interesting that started him. My bad. The Bucks play the Charlotte Hornets. Same team. I thought it was the Wizards. My bad. Same team. Let's see right here. If my dog can stop hitting my camera. thought I heard something. All right. Okay, that is interesting. Look at this. Look at this right here. They didn't even start him in the last game or give him like starter minutes. Y'all see this? Andre Jackson Jr. Andre Jackson Jr. down here. Y'all see that, right? 8 minutes. 8 minutes, 2 for 2 from 3. 6 points, +2. 1 turnover. What's his height? He's 6'6". Shooting guard. All right. Unless y'all know about him, let me know. I don't know much about him, but he a rookie. So you know what we do with rookies, right? We go and abuse him. So I want to see Kyrie and Luka go after that man and see what happens, right? I know it's kind of crazy to say that. Crazy. All right, man. Let's get caught up on the comments. So let me set up my poll so y'all can respond. Man, my apologies. Everything seems kind of like a little bit delayed because I'm still trying to get everything on my bearings together, man. You know, I have to work overnight tonight. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't do all that. Here we go. All right. Well, what should we do here? I want to ask y'all different things. I don't want to just always ask y'all over-unders. Okay, I got it. Who to attack? Y'all know who I want to attack, so I'm gonna put a couple of options up here. If you are the Dallas Mavericks strategic team, right, and you want to attack a player on the Bucks, because I think you're gonna have to do that to open it up for other players, right? You're gonna have to get Giannis to help. You're gonna have to get Brook Lopez to help, or Chase. You're gonna have to get some of these players to come and help and to open up opportunities. So we're gonna put Lopez in here. We're gonna put Dame in here because attacking Dame might be able to help as well. Jackson, we'll put Jackson in here, the rookie. And then we'll also put Giannis. Because some psychos out there be like, no, attack Giannis, bro. So y'all let me know. Who do you want the Mavericks to attack? Is it Lopez, Dame, Jackson, or Giannis from the starting lineups tonight? And we'll go ahead in the comments. Again, if you are in the comments, always put a TGK in there. It'll help me understand you're trying to get my attention, and I'll be responding. Again, I always try to do my best and respond to every single comment tonight, man. So I appreciate y'all very much. Div says, I think we're getting beat down tonight. I don't think it's going to be a beatdown. I don't think so. We'll see in a bit when it comes to the Vegas odds for what Vegas is thinking when it comes to the Mavericks and the Bucks. Let me see if Grant Afset has said anything else. Let me see. The Mavericks starting lineup is Kyrie, Luka, Derrick Jones, Grant Williams, and Derek Lively. So no changes there. We're good to go, man. Damian Lillard, Giannis is playing, Luka and Kyrie is playing. We are set to go. It's a big bout, big fight, man. Big fight field tonight. I don't know if we can beat down, Div. I don't know that. C-Dub says, Luka, Kyrie, Dame, Giannis on the court together is dope as F. Excited for the game tonight. Yeah, I can't wait, bro. Can't wait. Div, I have a bad feeling for this game. Hey, man, your intuition's your intuition, right? I don't blame you. Get hydrated, my man. Yes, sir. Got you, bro. I got you. All right, man. I got to respond to the TGKs in the comments. Let's see what we got. All right. Jen Kid. She says, Lukai Live does sound like a champ, but I like the trio name, similar to Luka Live or Lukai, but pronounce Kai's name. So there's Lukai, Luka Live, and Lukai Live. We got to find one. We got to just find one and stick to it. Because in the AAC, the crowd doesn't normally like create cool chants like that. There's gotta like be good enough to pick up steam for it to happen in the AAC. Flavor says Josh needs to turn into Dyson Daniels. Dyson has really stepped it up. I almost hit the mute button. Very true. Dyson Daniels has been playing pretty good for the Pelicans. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see. I would love to see Josh Green do that, but I just don't think that's in the cards for him, to be completely honest. King's in the building. What's up, King? He says, Giannis is underachieving with his rebounding so far this year. 9.5. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him getting 12 tonight against us. So whether it's an injury thing, because I think he had a minor surgical procedure this offseason, so I don't know if that's what's holding him up. But that could be a thing. King says, Pat plays small forward and power forward. They're small. They are small. And I think that's where the Mavericks need to take advantage of them where we can. And I think exposing Lopez is that's just my idea. I would expose Lopez as much as possible. Richard K says, Mavs $142, 136. God. Beasley had a good night last night. Don't see 2 in a row. Beasley gonna have to help if they hit 136 though. King says, nothing much. Oh, my bad. There's no TGK in there. I gotta find the TGKs, right? Frank, what's up, Frank? Says, Grant or Kyrie going off tonight? Ideally, Kyrie. I'd rather Kyrie go off because Grant Williams going off is like 12 points. Kyrie going off, and we talking like 30, 35, right? Nick says, TGK, Luka, Kyrie, Dame, and Giannis all going to be on the floor tonight? Yes, sir, they are. Must-watch TV tonight, man. Frank says, TGK, I think if Mavs can make Giannis struggle, we'll beat them because we have better guard defenders. We got to make someone work. That, as they say, pick your poison, right? Like, who do you want to go after? To me, who I would want to go after would be Lopez for sure. So in the poll, after 10 votes, who to attack? 40% of y'all, 4 votes out of the 10. 11 votes now out of the 10. 45% saying Giannis. Y'all want to attack Giannis. Again, if you haven't voted, man, definitely vote. I really want to get more votes in there to see what the overall vibes are like for Giannis and who to attack. That's crazy. Richard K says AJJ is a UConn guy. He is a good role player, as most UConn players are. He isn't as good as Hawkins from Pels, but he is okay. Richard, do you think Mavericks can go ahead and attack him and be able to expose the Bucks in whichever way possible? Let me know if he's like someone attackable, or should they focus more on like the bigs and see what happens with that. Frank says, TGK, Exum and Joss are important in this game too. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about attacking the Bucks, right? How would the Bucks attack the Mavericks? Easy one is to say put Luka in pick and roll. I think if Damian Lillard tries to put Lively in a pick and roll, I like Lively being able to not necessarily keep up with him, but like prevent him just from feeling comfortable to shoot a 3. Giannis, I just think he's might be the one that might get Lively in foul trouble if the first line of defense and Grant Williams isn't able to slow him down. If Grant Williams has to come and clean things up, I can see if Lively has to come and clean things up, I can see him getting in trouble from fouls, the foul perspective. So that's a concern for sure. Put your comment up here. My bad. King says, TGK, the Pels are getting hot. They may beat the 3 best teams in the West back to back to back. They're up on Mini by 13 right now. I love how when I pick spreads on just one team, I was like, the Timberwolves should be able to beat the Pelicans tonight. Psych. I'm so disappointed. There goes my money just getting burnt. Frank says, Kings, Pelicans are for real mini frauds. I don't know. I thought the Wolves were for real. Nick says, will Luka shoot at least 80% from the line tonight? How much will he argue with the refs tonight? There is a game by C-Dub. He says if he argues with the refs, you got to take a swig of your drink. So this game could be one of those Denver Nugget games where Luka gets really upset and gets taken out the game by the refs, because he might see Damian Lillard get like ticky-tack calls and then Luka not get the same ones in return, and those kind of things irks Luka. I hope that's not the case, but I can see that. Does he shoot 80% from the line tonight? I don't know. We're on the road. So that makes it a little bit difficult, a little bit different because he only averages 79%. I'll say no. I don't think he averages 80% tonight, to be completely honest. Where we at? Frank says, TGK, attack Brook to let Lively feast. I'm with it, man. All right, after 13 votes, 14 votes. 36% of y'all said attack Dame, and 36% of y'all said attack Giannis. All right. Let's go ahead and end the vote. Let me put another poll up here and see what y'all thinking, man. Let's go Lukai. Lukai total points together. I'm going to set it. I honestly feel like Lukai need to get like 60 points together. So I'm going to just set it at 55 and a half. I don't know. I might be too generous or a little bit too high. But I'm going to go with Luka Doncic, and Kyrie Irving total points. I'm going to set it at 59 and a half. Y'all let me know if they get over or under 59 and a half tonight together. K Choice, what's up, man? He says, TGK, we have to keep the pace. Bucks coming off a game last night. That is an X factor, sir. I appreciate that. They did play a game last night. However, because the opponent was so damn weak, Giannis only played 28 minutes. Lillard didn't get anywhere near 30 minutes. So they still should have fresh legs. Maybe in the fourth, they'll be able to start feeling it because of the pace. So I think utilizing pace to our advantage will come into play late game, right? Early game, they're going to be hyped. The Bucks and Bucks fans in general, they want to see what they do against the Mavericks as opposed to what they've done to these other teams defensively. So I'm pretty sure they're ready and chomping at the bit to show what they could do. But I think in the fourth quarter, if we're able to keep that pace up, that's when tired legs should show. So you're on to something there. K Choice. Hopefully it comes to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Joe Sutherland, what's up, Joe? He says Giannis has to guard Luka. If Luka doesn't, and Kyrie needs to abuse the two-man game between them. I think Kyrie gets like a lot of assists tonight in conjunction with points, because it's gonna get to the point where Kyrie's gonna heat up to the point where they're gonna double him and they're gonna have to pass, and he's gonna pass it to a wide open Derrick Jones, a wide open Lively. Those things are gonna happen, man. When you got Kyrie and Luka and they're both on, it's hard to guard, and it just makes the game easier for everybody, man. Nick says, I'm excited to check out the newly renovated AAC. They added a new modern Jumbotron. It looks nice. Bro, I went to a game. Salute to K Choice. I went to a game against the Raptors. The seats are nice. The Jumbotron is nice. They really upgraded it, man. I'm happy with the upgrades that they did in the AAC. For sure. 100%, man. K Choice says, I believe these teams are evenly matched when you look at them. Stats, bench is going to play a huge role for the Mavs. XM on Lillard, going to be nice. I just figured that Lillard's going to attack and get ticky-tack calls. I don't lie. I see Lillard getting like eight free throw attempts in the first half, right? I've seen it, man. I just feel like Lillard has the greatest whistle in the league. That and Embiid. They both have some of the greatest whistles in the league. Martin says, expect Luka and Kai to call for Lopez every time they're in half-court sets. But, yeah, we should push the pace on this team. Just had a game last night. Agreed, man. Agreed. King says, TJ, who's defending Luka? They have no Drew. I think we're underrating our Mavs. I can see that, too. I don't know who's going to guard Luka on their team. They don't have Crowder. They don't have Middleton. Not saying they could. Pat Connaughton might give them the best chance. Jackson, that's probably why Jackson's in the game. Now that I think of it, that's probably why Jackson's in the game. Early fouls, early defensive coverage on Luka. Go ahead, utilize your rookie. Throw him at Luka and see what happens. But Giannis can't not guard Luka. And if Giannis does, pick and roll that baby all day, man. They're going to have to send help. Send help, man. I don't see it. I don't see who guards Kyrie either. Without Drew, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't see it either. Damian Lillard cannot guard any of them. Richard K says, TGK, if you attack AJJ, you need to do it now before he adjusts. He is a defensive player. See what I'm saying, Richard? See what I'm saying, Richard? Let me find a TGK somewhere around here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. King's in the building. He goes. TGK, Giannis was attacked when Luka did the handoff pass to Maxey and we won. Giannis was also attacked last year when Luka dunked on Drew and we should have won. Giannis was in foul trouble that game. You know what I do remember about that game is Mr. Tim Hardaway Jr. himself missing 3 free throws and costing us that game. I remember that 100%. Richard says, Bucks have aggressive defenders, but you can get under their skin. Grant and someone needs a big ish talking night. It gets to the Bucks. Grant knows that, so look out. Hey man, Grant might be what to watch for. Grant Williams. Grant Williams does do a great job on Giannis. It is well documented, and it's probably what got him here tonight. Got him to the Mavs. Rello, what's up, man? He says this is gonna be a good one tonight. I cannot wait, man. Again, the Bucks, they're a good team, man. When you got Dame and Giannis, you're gonna be good, bro. You're gonna be good. I just think the Mavericks have to expose their defense. Whatever they've been doing the last couple of games, I'm interested to see how well the Mavs adjust against them. King says, I don't trust the Bucks defense. That's what I'm saying, man. Looking at the stats, I'm like, hey, Mavs are going to have a good game tonight. But when you look at the last couple of games, they've been playing a lot better. So it's just like, who is the real Bucks? Can the real Bucks please stand up? That's my thing, man. That's my thing. Nick says, TGK, hopefully the leak fix was also part of the renovation. It was. There's a video on the Mavs Instagram where they talk about the renovations. And Synth Marshall stated at the end, we also fixed our roof, right? So they fixed the roof, man. So you're good. No water leaks on your head top, as they say. K Choice, I really see DJJ having a huge game. Love Mavs have Williams to guard Giannis. He truly slows him down. He does, bro. He does. DJJ. I think DJJ is gonna. Do y'all think who's gonna start on Dame Lillard? Maybe that should be a prop. Let me make that a poll question. All right, man. So after 10 votes, 12 votes. Is that it? 12 votes? 12 votes on the Lukai total points, 59.5. 92% of y'all said over. Luka and Kai get over 92% tonight, over 60 points. Man, that poll. I'm going to pose one more question for y'all. Let's pose another question. We got 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7 p.m. Central Time. They say 7 starts the game. They don't tip off till 10 minutes after the start time. So 10 minutes. Don't leave. Hang in there. Or go get your beverage. But we're going to be here till tip off. Let's put who guards Dame to start. All right. I think this is an interesting thing right here. We got Derrick Jones Jr. I don't think we should put Grant Williams in there because I don't think he's going to guard him. I think Kyrie might. But, for the sake of conversation, we'll put Grant in there. And for the sake of conversation, we'll put Luka in there. I don't think Derek Lively has a snowball's chance in hell to guard Dame. But let's play around with this, man. Who guards Dame to start? Kyrie, DJJ, Grant, or Luka? Jason Kidd loves to throw curveballs, so again, no answer is wrong. I'm just put it like that. TGK, Frank says, I voted to attack Brooks because he's their last wall of defense. They have no good perimeter defense. See? We thinking the same, Frank. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if we're playing 2K, I'm calling picks on Grant Williams all day. Because you get past him, Pat Connaughton has to come and help. Giannis has to come and help, especially against a Kyrie or a Luka. And you leave so many people wide open. You leave a Derrick Jones open. You leave a Grant Williams open. Or you leave a Roland Derek Lively open. You just lob it up to him, right? I like that. And then you could play Brooks off the floor. And then they get smaller. And that's where Derek Lively can eat, right? That's how I'm looking at it. Nancy, what's up? I haven't seen you in here in a while, Nancy. She goes, TGK, there might be a little bad blood between Kyrie and Giannis. I think Kyrie feels he intentionally came up under him and hurt him during the playoffs that knocked him out the year they won the chip. That's a good background. I didn't even think of that. I will say, I think Kyrie is, I don't know if it'll be bad blood, but there's going to be that competitive spirit. But I just think Kyrie's a really nice guy, man. The more you learn about him, the more you understand how stand up of a guy he is, man. I don't think he will take it personal. I haven't really seen him have personal issues with players like that, so I think they're good. I just think, if anything, Kyrie's going to want to step up and deliver a win for us tonight, man. Frank says, if there's nothing but this, would you swap Maxey for Doe with 1 second-round pick? You know I got to play this, bro. Maxey for Doe. You know what? That's a poll question. How about that? That's a poll question. All right, so the current poll up has 7 votes, and 57% of y'all saying DJJ. I agree. I think it's DJJ as well. Great question, man. Great question. Maxey and 1 second-round pick for Doe. Here's the thing. A lot of Mavs fans love Maxey to death. Are y'all willing to trade him for Dodo? I don't know if it works, but because you asked the question, I'm going to put it out there, right? Let's see what the people think. There's a poll below. Y'all sound off. I have a feeling all y'all going to say yes. Richard K says Green and Exum on Dame. I can see that whenever the benches come in, but to start, who's going to guard him to start? There's a dog in here, my friend's dog. His name's Fernando. He's making a lot of noise. Fernando. Chill out, my guy. Chill out. Nancy says, TGK, yeah, definitely maybe not bad blood because that's not who Kyrie is. More of it rises the competitive nesting. Nesting? That's it? Competitive nesting him. Yeah, I'm with it. I think he's going to have a good game today. Martin says, why Maxey? Just trade Rashawn. One of these days, I'm going to get on here. We're going to play with the trade machine. I think there's a way to get Drummond without trading a Green. I think there's ways to get other players without trading who you think we need to trade. But there's ways to go about it. And I'm learning more about who you can and can't trade when you extend them. It is weird. Frank says, easy one for me. I'll take the guy who plays more. No offense to Maxey. Right now. Oh, wow. 5 votes in. 6 votes in. Maxey and 1 second-round pick for Dodo. It is split 50-50. I'm telling you. All right, man. You already know what time it is, man. We got 5 minutes. The 5-minute warning has sounded. And it is time for our predictions of the game. So get your predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's review this not the over-under. Let's go and review the betting lines from Vegas. Let's see what they got for your Dallas Mavericks versus the Bucks. Where they at? Here it is. All right, so right now the Bucks are favored by 2 with am I seeing that right? A point total of 247. Wow. The Bucks are favored by -2, point total of 247 by FanDuel. 246, 247 and a half. Wow, that's crazy. All right, man, get y'all's predictions in. I'm about to write mine. 247. Man, that's a lot of points. I'm taking the under on that, bro. I'm taking under on 247. I don't think both teams score enough like that. I mean, we score enough. I just don't think collectively. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm processing all this. Man, that's a lot of points, bro. That is a lot of points. Huh. Again, get your predictions in, man. Get your predictions in below. What do I think the Bucks do today? They're missing production from Middleton. Oh, that's tough, bro. Tough. I don't like it. I don't like this. I have like a bit of hesitation right now. I have a bit of hesitation. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Lying is not what I do, man. Lying is not what I do. All right, man. Here we go. I got the Mavericks 122 to the Bucks 118. I'm confident in the Mavs tonight. I'm not scared of the Bucks. I think the Mavs have pure firepower to deal with the Bucks tonight. We'll see, man. We'll see. But I'm confident in them. I think they could do something good tonight. Gina Kim says 136, 132 Mavs. Hell yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Martin says, I love Vegas odds, but they're crazy sometimes. Easy money for me. Mavs 170, 75. Jeez. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love your predictions, Martin, for real. Carrie Dunn, what's up? She says, I'm assuming Carrie Dunn. Oh, you know, I played myself on that one. Carrie says, Mavs 123, Bucks 119. Salute, Carrie. First time seeing you in here. Appreciate you being here. Hope you sub. Hope you like the video. Hope I didn't offend. Just not trying to assume. I'm sorry. 123, 119 Bucks. Hey, I think we were pretty close. We were pretty close. Look at that. 122, 118 Mavs. You got 123, 119 Bucks. Me and Carrie, we on the same page here. Frank says 121, 115 Bucks. We were close too, bro. 121, 115, 122, 118. Me and Frank were on the same page too. All right. Martin Blake says my actual is 125. You got a blowout. All right. Div 120, 185. Jesus. All right. And we'll end it on that. Man. We'll end it on that. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Definitely check out We Talk Mavs after the game. They'll be doing the post-game review. Again, it has been your boy TGK. I appreciate y'all as always being here, man. It always goes a long way. Definitely leave a like on the video on the way out. And definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Again, you catch me on Twitter and Instagram on this if you're trying to reach me directly. Richard K says, remember my points, me in Vegas thinking big score. I see that. I hope I'm wrong. You are wrong, sir. You are wrong. And we'll leave it at that, man. Mac Miller and Kobe. All right, man. It's been your boy TGK. Y'all go enjoy the game. Have fun.